welcome back to Let's Clean PowerWash Simulator. I'm BurningDogFace, and we're here at the Halloween house, where things are going pretty well so far, I would say. Shout out to Justin Jones, who says that the exploding cigar prank from back in the day was a waste of a good cigar. I think part of the trick was that they didn't put them in good cigars, but yes, you're probably right about that. Justin continues, I just finished watching a playthrough of the final chapter of Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles. Ivalice? I just realized I have no idea how you say that out loud. All the grinding was cut out, but he left the story battles in. Anyway, the voice acting is really good, and the writing is just as good as ever. I'd argue that Final Fantasy Tactics is the best story that Square Enix has ever told. I'll have to take your word for that. I'm not familiar with any version of that myself, but if it's that good, maybe I'd check it out. Derek Floyd replies, I remember the original English language release of Final Fantasy Tactics and how much of a train wreck the translation was. Yeah, that was kind of a thing back in the day, wasn't it? I still vividly remember how little sense some of the parts of the first console RPG I ever played were. Breath of Fire 2 for the Super Nintendo. Ranger, are you working? You are working hard. Oh, also my favorite thing was there was a section where someone asks if you need a tutorial for how a game mechanic is going to work. You know, it's if you've already heard the speech, because she asks every time you interact with her. And the problem is, in the original Japanese release, it was essentially a double negative. Like, the actual line was, translated was something along the lines of, you don't need me to explain this for you, do you? So yes means that is correct. I don't need you to explain it to me. And no means, actually, I forget. Go ahead and explain it to me. Which is all well and good. I mean, it's a very common sentence construction in Japanese. But then, and the morons who translated it into English just made the question, do you need me to explain this to you? And then they didn't change the order of the responses. So, do you need me to explain this to you? Yes, and then she goes on this full, and she skips straight to what you're doing without any context. And no, she just goes and does the whole explanation. I distinctly remember that for weeks, we would always hit no. We don't need the explanation because you heard it the first time. And she'd always give this shorter but still detailed explanation anyway. Until one day when I accidentally hit yes, and she just immediately got to it, and I realized, oh, the thing is broken. And years and years and years later, I found out it wasn't actually the fault of the program. That yes and no weren't reversed. It was all just an untranslated double negative. Why can't I stand back up? I repeat, why can't I stand back up? Jesus. Sorry, was the sky weighing down too heavily on me? Oop. I was thinking that, as I was thinking of previous Halloween games, I was thinking that Dead Space would be an excellent match for PowerWash Simulator, if not for the fact that PWS doesn't really like doing blood. Which is the only explanation I can think of for there not being even a single drop of the stuff in the Warhammer 40,000 level. Level pack, I should say. Like, that's a universe with the fucking Dark Eldar in it. There should not be anything that is, blanching at the idea of blood. And, you know, of course, in a Dead Space level, you'd be cleaning wall meat off the walls. You'd be cleaning gore off the walls. Let me hose off this human skeleton over here. And it would turn out that the person texting you died like 5 years ago. At the end of the level. Ah, satisfying. Also admit to a fondness of doing this, walking along this steepled roof and getting it blow down both sides at once. This is glass. I'm very lucky I landed on the metal part, I think. This mouth. Sorry, face, you're very personable, but, you've got to go too. Yes, I know it's not the roof. I'm just... What can I say? The window frames and windows are kind of easy dings, so... I am a sucker for them. Oh, that's why I couldn't jump there. Ha! Damn it! I'm gonna sit right here and not miss the whole roof flashing. Ha! Megan Mogg says, you probably think that it gets boring all the way out here on my own, but that's really not the case. Up to 60%, I didn't even notice. There's always something fun to do. Yesterday, I walked up to the top of the rear tower, swaddled myself in turf, and slithered down the entire stairwell like a snake. Did I fucking read that right? Oh, messages. Yeah, wrap yourself in dirt and slither down the entire stairwell like a snake. I guess that would be the top tower. And then... I was expecting just a whole bunch of... Ah, there we are, mud all over the stairs, even if not the landing. Okay, so I don't think your rival did that part, lady. I'm just saying. I think the call is coming from inside the house there. I know. Let me get this one, since it stood out at the end of the last episode. It'll make the front angle of the house look nice anyway. Well, nicer. It already looks kind of nice. I wonder why the clients always feel compelled to text me right when I'm reaching the 20% marks. Sick. Very satisfying. Oh, I was hoping not to erase the legs. And the legged cauldron image was really whimsical. Can't I just leave that part? Oh, I suppose that's not part of the PowerWasher's credo. As long as dirt exists, you are not done. Even the chimney is ivory white. God damn. It's just, no, it says grime. There's no ashes involved in that. Side effect of like 1,000 years of smoke or anything. Yoink! How the hell did I do that? For Justin's sake, I just tried to put down the ladder right in front of me, against the chimney, and instead I put it down against the opposite side of the chimney, as if I'd reached through the stone and placed it there. I was going to use the white nozzle. Look out below. Actually, that's a thing I'd find entertaining if they added that to the sequel. Context-sensitive messages. Like, I'm doing this. It's like, no, the water is coming down into my fire. What have you done? Alright, I'll block off the flume. Just hurry. Or, you know, second worst case scenario, I suppose that would be, I think. I guess it'd be like if there was no fire there, but the water fell into the ashes and got crud everywhere anyway. Ah! Oh, fuck that side. Doctor, are you trying to annoy me at this point? The controls don't usually feel that level of jank. Ah! Nice. Nice. Oh, I got that one already. I guess let's put it back. Forgot to roll it there. I had to be close to the thing to put it down, but not to pick it up, which isn't crazy at all. No! Oh. Outstanding. yeah, that would do it. Oh, man! Inject it directly into my veins. I seem to remember when they announced the sequel to this, they did a little teaser trailer that basically consisted entirely, if I remember correctly, of, it just opens on the PowerWash Simulator logo. And then it has, you know, the gun come up from the bottom of the screen and clean off the the grime on it, except this one time there's no visible grime, and it's just, you wash away the PowerWash Simulator logo to reveal the PowerWash Simulator 2 logo underneath. And it just makes the ding noise. And that's about it, if I remember correctly. I just hope I'm not conflating that with, you know, like the Warhammer reveal I mentioned, where it's just the logo getting cleaned off. By the way, I can speak from the commercials, from the trailers I've seen for the sequel. Yes, they did use exactly the same ding sound effect. They're not stupid. Oh my, that's much better. Honestly, this doesn't look like a witch's house at all until I look over there at the building with the witch's hat on it. Watch me clean this off and it's actually got like Hail Satan underneath. Just to throw you a curveball. Well, in any event, I'm BurningDogFace. And I will see you on the next episode of Let's Clean PowerWash Simulator, when we continue getting Megan's place looking spick and span. We're up to 65%, and I feel good about that. Till next time. Later!